They got morphine in them.
Just sugar. What's up, people? We are alive. Alive.
And we got Brian, the horror wizard, Chris Gow.
What's up, people?
And we're just going to have fun and act like idiots. So
absolutely. Cheers.
The mood has been very tense lately, and we're just going to listen to Chris talk about other people, like other races, and get us kicked off of YouTube.
I'm not going to make fun of any Chinese people tonight, I promise.
Or how like black people have like an extra bone in their leg that makes them run faster.
I thought it was jump higher.
Motherfuckers. And hail to the chat.
Hail to the chat. Hail to the chat.
Right, we should be celebrating because Trump is about to lift the ban. What do you call that? The quarantine.
Oh yeah, it's because he's losing lots of money, like his resorts and his golf clubs and golf courses and casinos and shit. Like he's like, okay, motherfuckers, y'all need to get back to work, start making me some fucking money.
Okay. Well, that's fine, but here's the thing: like, why did they do a press release today in Louisiana that they're going to extend the quarantine for another month?
Well,
all I know is I got rental property, and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but these people need to pay rent. Bottom line.
Get their asses back to work, even if they have to fucking rob a liquor store.
I understand that you're out of work, but you know, you are my work. So you have one or two options. Go to work, or you can go live at Trump's house.
Well, there's another option too, right?
Yeah, there is.
They can always give you fellatio.
Or at least go out on the stroll, right?
Whoa. Chris is like, what's fellatio?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You got a mouth and a pussy and a butthole. Now use them.
You know what fellatio is, Chris. Come on.
I don't. I really
you
don't.
do it on a daily basis.
I don't know what it is yet.
Cunnilingus? Does that sound familiar?
What? Eating carrots?
Yeah. If you want to call it that, that's fine. That's what they call it in the sticks. Eating carrots.
I didn't know that. I guess.
Yeah.
Chris, you're not one of those guys that's like that doesn't eat the poon, I hope.
No, man.
Because there's some guys, they consider that unmasculine.
I've met Chris's wife.
Yeah.
And she seems a little unsatisfied.
Oh.
So
okay, hold up. We can't talk about we don't want to talk about my sex life. No,
mine's non-existent, so we can talk about mine all day. And not offend anybody. I'm just like a fat single old guy that like takes care of his sick mom. Never leaves the house. So
you need to run a campaign to get you a real doll.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
I got a date tonight. With who? She's in a closet.
I heard about those things. Those are in China, and more than likely they got the coronavirus.
The real doll?
Yeah, those things started in China, didn't they?
Actually, no. I think they started.
No, they started in America because what you had was a guy that used to work in Hollywood in the special effects industry, right? And so he could make these pretty realistic looking dolls of people, the kind that they put in a car for a car accident or throw it off a roof or something, that sort of thing. And he was like, hey, man, why don't I start making fucking sex toys? And so there's there's male versions too. There used to be this thing called the imagination. I guess. I mean, I got nothing against people using sex toys. I think that's perfectly fine because I never had a problem with women using sex toys. So if guys are using sex toys, that's fine too. What I find creepy is that there's guys that will actually treat these things like they're their girlfriends. Like they'll come in, like you'll come into their house and they'll be hanging out on the couch, like, oh yeah, hey, meet Melissa.
So Chris, I just wanted to direct you to the screen.
Is that a sex toy?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's like a fake one.
No, she's real.
Oh, okay.
No, she's not real. She's not at all.
No, she's real, but she's not real. It's a real doll.
Yeah, it's a real doll.
No, seriously, that's like one of those dolls.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god!
Amazing, right?
Oh my god, you're like, all right, I can do that. Oh, wait, I know what the problem is. Hold on 1 second.
You know what they ought to do? Know what they ought to do? Okay, so they take the sex dolls and they start selling them, right? And you could run like a prize. So they inject one of the dolls with like gonorrhea or something. And whoever gets the doll with gonorrhea wins the prize. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you won. Like out of all the dolls, that's the only one that had gonorrhea. You know, or coronavirus.
Right, because
what about a pregnant sex doll? Would you be into that or?
Nothing sexy about pregnant women. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, your husbands. They're telling you like baby. You're.
But look how sad she looks.
They're trying to keep peace.
Look how sad she looks. Look at those eyes. She's like, please, Chris, please. Why did you do this to me?
Oh yeah, I mean, if she was, if
she's pleading with you, Chris.
I'd be like, baby, I did this to you, so
she's pleading with you. She's like, will you please come touch me? Am I now grotesque to you, Chris?
Are you worried about putting a dent in the baby's head because it doesn't work that way?
Preston, now, you're gonna put her in your next comic book.
That's why they got that soft spot.
Chris, I want you to know, like, these dolls are constructed from some of the finest materials in the world. Mm-hmm. Like the boobies are made of silicone, like actual implants that they use in real women. Chris,
and all the skin, I think, is made out of silicone too.
Yeah, that's made out of real women too. Like, oh,
it's made out of real women.
It's made out of real women.
You want your real doll to be realistic? I'll make it really real. That's not a bad idea for a horror story, huh? Women are freaking out.
Chris, they actually make these for like if you want to get one made to look exactly like your wife, you can also do that. That way you don't feel like you're cheating.
I don't need two of those. One's enough.
You can even get a voice box in there telling you to go cut the grass.
Take out the garbage.
Take out the garbage.
Look, like porn and the male sex drive drives all technology. We know this. The VCR became a household staple item because it was a device that allowed you, and it was marketed this way, that allowed you to watch porn in your house, right? So you could, you didn't have to go to some, stinky porno theater, with the sticky floors and all that stuff.
You mean like Pee Wee Herman did?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he must have been, he's obviously a little freaky, So I think, he was enjoying that whole experience, But most guys don't want to, have to beat off in public or just sit there and watch a skin flick and get like real horny as hell and not be able to relieve themselves. So it was a device that allowed you to watch porn in your home, and most early VHS sales, man, it was all fucking porn. So the internet. When did the internet become huge? When did it suddenly everybody end up on the internet? Once people realize you can get free porn off the internet.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the difference between now and then. Like, do you like Star Wars, Chris?
Yeah, of course.
What about Star Trek?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know you can get a sex doll from Star
Wars? That's awesome. Right, because it only limits your imagination. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Look at her, Chris. Like, she is begging for you. Like, can you imagine coming home to that? You and your old lady, you come back from date night. She's like, and you're like, hey, baby, you want to have a threesome? You want to have a threesome with my sex doll? My alien sex doll? Like, y'all can take turns probing me. You can tell your old lady that. Y'all can take turns. It's like gang probing me.
No, thanks.
There's this couple. Met them at a convention ages ago. You know how you do conventions? You have convention
It's
friends.
gonna be one of those dirty convention stories.
No. The artist is named Erica Moen, and she and her husband do a strip called Oh Joy Sex Toy, and it's literally a comic book about like sex toy reviews. And they got one of these things in the mail, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Erica's was like psyched. She's just like, oh, like awesome, because people send them free sex toys to review, right? So somebody sent them a real doll, right? And it arrives like in a casket, basically, right? So it's like somebody shipping you a dead body, and then they have to move it because it has like some real weight to it, and they put it on the couch, and Erica says to her husband Matt, like, all right, boy, this one's on you. Go to work. And they're just like sitting there and just looking at it, you know. It's just hanging out on the couch. And it's just looking creepy. He said the mouth wasn't bad though. I think he said like the mouth was maybe about like a 7 or something. The other orifices were okay. Obviously, you know, you have to provide his own lubrication, but I'm sure they'll have self-lubing ones soon. Oh, did you see the episode of Westworld where they had the guys that had to clean all like the spunk and all the cum and everything out of the robots? Because you know that's what they're doing, right? The robots are all getting fucked or killed or both. Oh wow! Oh, that's interesting, man. That's like kind of something out of a David Cronenberg movie, ain't it?
Like how do you?
I just figured out what I'm getting Chris for Christmas.
How do you apply for a job like that? Is that like a custodial job or something? Like
I guess.
Like if they was to put it on Craigslist, it'd be like, you know, custodians wanted.
Well,
you know,
it's not like
Chris, would you
mopping up the cum at the Show World Center? You know, it's like high-tech, multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment that people pay good money to shoot and have sex with. So if you're going to clean all the spunk out, I mean, I would hope that that there's something about the process that makes the process easy.
So, Chris, you'd be cool with that?
No.
The foot?
What's up with the foot?
Take a good look at the foot. I'm gonna get you that. I'm getting you that. Like I got it ordered right now. It's coming straight to you.
What is it? A chopped off fake foot?
Oh shit! Hold on, wait a minute. I think
that's not like a sexual foot or anything.
No,
right?
No. Okay. You know what's funny? You could actually put that in a gallery and like call it like a work of art, and people would pay you like hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. Oh, jeez. Actually, that's giving me a flashback to Rabid by David Cronenberg. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that? With it's like David Cronenberg's second movie, and it stars Marilyn Chambers, who was like the hot porn star at that time.
I remember that. Wasn't she the? She wasn't just
Snowgirl.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, like there was a big controversy about
Big controversy. Yeah, she was the model, like the epitome of like the wholesome woman, right? With the baby.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, Marilyn fucking Chambers, man. So she was in Rabid, which is David Cronenberg's second movie. And in that, she plays a woman who gets into a motorcycle accident with her boyfriend. She gets really badly burned, and they try an experimental skin graft on her. And this being a David Cronenberg movie, something goes wrong, and she ends up with a orifice in her armpit. This penis that comes out of her armpit, and there's a spike that comes out of like the urethra, and she drinks people's blood with it.
Wait, there's a penis that comes out of her armpit?
It's not literally a penis, but it's pretty much a penis. Yeah. And
I think I just figured out my next character for Rockabilly.
Martin Scorsese, like when I was a kid, I used to subscribe to like a lot of monster movie magazines, Fangoria, Famous Monsters, Starlog, all that shit. But I also subscribed to like some of the snootier like film magazines, like American Film, right, which was produced by the American Film Institute, and Film Comment. And in Film Comment, there was like a essay by Martin Scorsese and basically in honor of David Cronenberg and David Cronenberg's films. And we're talking about how he was like, how he'd seen Rabid and he was trying to explain it to like his really hoity-toity film professor friends. And he's like, oh, you got to see this. There's this woman. She's got like this penis that comes out of her armpit. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He's like, oh, trust me. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Like, hey, Eddie.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
I'm all right. Can you hear me, or are you hearing an echo?
I can hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Eddie wants to know how can you get that foot? You know? I got you on order, Dad. It's coming straight to the house.
Dude, I'm chiming in. I'm seeing Girls on the Runway show. I turn in and I see a foot with a vagina on it. What's
Chris is like, that's what was in that foot.
No, I'm actually pulling a bunch of duties right now. I'm writing a script, and I got you on. I'm listening to. I got a couple other things I'm listening to, just to keep me awake.
I do the same thing. I do that all the time. Yeah.
I do too. And Hex, yeah, you do need to watch more David Cronenberg. These chicks, the Saska sisters, whoever the fuck they are, they just made a remake of Rabid. I have like zero interest in it. But yeah, no, Cronenberg's the shit. Shivers, that's his first one. That's about a parasite that it's supposed to replace internal organs, and it like turns people into sex zombies. And that's a great one. The Brood. Scanners.
Scanners was amazing. Yeah.
Scanners is awesome. Videodrome is one of his best. Naked Lunch. I know I'm forgetting a bunch here, but basically, The Fly. His remake of The Fly is fucking awesome. The Dead Zone. The Dead Zone is terrific. But yeah, just basically watch everything by David Cronenberg all the way up until about M. Butterfly. That would be my recommendation. Except Naked Lunch after that too was like kick-ass.
Chris, I got a question.
I think he's out of here.
No way.
I think you pushed him over the edge.
Hey guys, speaking of out of here, I'm gonna duck out because I gotta finish this by tomorrow morning. But I'll be listening. So
all right. We'll be thinking about you, brother. Take it easy.
Take care.
Take it easy.
Bust out that work.
Shit, I want to see if Chris works out. Chris,
what?
Do you work out any?
Yeah, work out every day because I work.
I'm just saying, like, do you ever use those workout balls? Like the big balls that you yoga on and stuff like that?
No.
Would you consider?
I own one of those.
Okay, well, I'm asking you to consider it because they've done some innovations in these yoga balls. And I'm telling you, dude, like this is something you might be interested in.
I like the handlebars. Yoga balls are the shit, by the way. If you've never tried one, 5 minutes of crunches. 5 minutes of crunches on one of those things is like better than like a half an hour. What was that?
You could use some of that campaign money and maybe
buy this, dude. I've only got one orifice down there, and it's an exit on the freeway of life. Not that I have anything. Not that it makes not that there's anything wrong with guys that like want to play with their butts, or it's all good, consenting adults and all that, But just personally, yeah, no.
Chris sent me a message. He said they don't call it the Dirty South for nothing.
No,
you're right,
shit, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all are in Louisiana.
This is back in Louisiana.
Man, what was up with the Mardi Gras and those people that like went to party? Was like, were the bars closed and the restaurants and all that shit?
All the bars. It's bad when Bourbon Street shuts down. To be honest, Chris, did you see pictures of Bourbon Street recently?
Yeah, I seen pictures. And here's the thing. Like, there's way worse things you can catch on Bourbon Street than coronavirus. Like, that just blows my mind. Like, really? I don't know. I'm not going to say it's surreal, but it's just really doesn't make much sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, let's be honest with ourselves. Have you ever looked up statistics? So while you're surfing on your looking up sex toys, why don't you look up how many people die from car wrecks each day, or how many people die from heart disease, or how many people, die in a day in America, like literally.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I tried, but this is the only thing that came up.
There's lots of ways to check out. Oh, whoa.
What is that? Is that like a Chinese dude with a lot of dicks on his head?
That's sort of like a Giegerish use, I would say, of the peni.
How would you even use that?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's just a straight up piece of art.
That's insane. Like, that's crazy. I mean, what do you do? Like, you invite a bunch of friends over, and each one of you.
That looks like a waste. It looks like a waste of time. Just saying.
That's baffling. It's like not even cool to look at. I mean, you've seen all the phallic shit all in H.R. Giger's paintings, right?
Yeah.
So that's what that's kind of like. Like the alien. He has that tongue that comes out that has like another set of jaws. And like the Giger painting, it's very obviously like a penis that's coming out of his mouth.
I know, like Giger was a fucking dirty bastard.
Genius, dirty
genius. Bastard, but he was a genius.
Who was the artist for like Disney that made like all the sexual shit in all the Disney movies? Who was that?
There was a bunch of them, actually. A lot of those guys, like when they weren't actually doing Disney animation, they would go around and do like dirty pictures of Mickey Mouse and shit like that.
Tex Avery, maybe?
I don't know. Like
Tex Avery, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't tell you off the top of my head, but if somebody were to start rattling off the names, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Now that's a work belt there, son. That is some work.
Yeah,
I might get one of those in my bedroom.
Well, your lady might appreciate the Hitachi magic wand. Ladies love the Hitachi magic wand, man.
Get my tool belt on and get ready.
Seriously, there are a lot of guys. Seriously, there are a lot of guys that aren't into the idea of having a toy box, but a toy box is a good thing in a relationship.
What about a toy belt?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a declaration of intent right there. That's like, baby.
Like you just come out the bathroom wearing that, and you're like, yeah, you know what time it is.
Exactly. Yeah. Seriously, man. Sometimes it's nice to play mad scientist with your lady.
X says it. It's tool time. So awesome.
Oh man, I had this one girlfriend. I'd heard like great things about this thing called the pocket rocket, right? Mm-hmm. So I get one of these. And I put it on her, and she just starts giggling, like laughing. I'm just like, this is not doing anything for you? She's like, no, it just tickles. I'm like, I heard like this is supposed to be the shit. This is supposed to like have you pop it like popcorn, and you're just laughing.
Pocket rocket.
Pocket rocket, yeah. That didn't work out so good.
I'll be the first to admit that I know what a pocket rocket is.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the silver bullet, right?
No. The silver bullet is inserted into the vagina, whereas so it's like you put it like right where the G spot is, and then it has like a little remote control. And you go.
Well, right? I just want to say, like,
pocket rocket is for the clitoris. You put it like it's external.
This is something everybody needs during the quarantine.
Actually, didn't I hear something about a shop that was giving away like free vibrators? So like, hey ladies, you got a lot of time on your hands.
I don't even know how you'd use this.
Once again, this looks more like a work of gallery art.
Yeah, it's
right?
Awesome.
It is. Oh, there's a place that's Dragon Dicks. Have you seen those? Yeah.
You can bet your ass I'm about to put one up here.
I know, my brother. I know my brother, man.
Dragon Dicks.
Yeah, they're dildos that are supposed to be like dragon penises.
Oh God, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my God. I wonder if they have yeah, Giger thing. You know, like a Giger. You know what?
Officially licensed, right? Like officially licensed merch. Oh man, my friend Melody, who owns this kick-ass metal bar in Brooklyn called Lucky 13. Let me tell you, man, the parties there that I've been to were debased in an awesome way. And she's like 5 feet tall and like has more energy and like in her pinky finger than I have like in my whole body. I watched this girl knock back like 18 Jaeger shots on her birthday once. But she has a Giger tattoo, and actually got to meet Giger, and said he was like a really nice guy, and got a picture of her showing off her tat like with Giger. So yeah,
get out! Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that supposed to be L. Ron Hubbard?
With hypno eyes.
With hypno eyes. Put me in the dirty place.
God.
This is from Chris's Facebook page. Me and Chris both got one of these for a gag. It was for a gag.
Like, of course. No.
Yeah, that's what everybody throws it off as. You know, hey, oh, it's a gag.
Chris, yeah. I'm trying to cover our ass, dude. What are you doing?
Literally.
It just never got delivered. The party was canceled.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so much fun, dude.
Yeah, I know you've got me. You're on a tangent, and I'm like jumping on board with it because I'm looking for that website.
I let a friend of mine use my Hummer. Well, a friend of mine, one of my employees, took my truck, and somebody said they seen him driving down the road, and he took a blow up doll and had it in the front seat, and he was riding around Slidell in it. I was like, you know, I understand that that's funny, but I said my business name is on the side of my truck, and I got quite a few phone calls about that.
Oh, dude, did you guys see the?
This looks like Brian.
Not very long, but
this is how Brian's hung.
Anti-girth.
I am man.
My brother worked for a Japanese firm and said that the Japanese brothers there would say Japanese men, like smaller but harder.
Awesome.
Let me see.
I haven't heard too much about Japan with the coronavirus. Obviously they must be doing okay with it, right?
They're doing okay. Germany's doing great. Sweden's really interesting because they're trying out this herd immunity thing.
What?
And herd immunity. Like basically they're like fuck the quarantine. And people are still hanging out
for the exposure thing, right? More exposure means more immunity.
Yeah. And you know, of course, a lot of people are freaking out. They're like, you know, y'all are playing with fire. This could go in a very bad direction. But it seems like it's working for them right now. So I don't know. Well, you know, clearly we shall see. You know, I certainly hope.
Well, everybody was saying that that's what we should be doing. You know, like but like the quarantine is actually defeating the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yep. Yeah, that's how they see it. And you know, the Swedes are no dummies. They're Sweden's like a pretty awesome country. Their standard of living is like super high. I think the only people who have a standard of living that's better than theirs is Finland. But you know, they seem to be doing okay. Oh, here it is, Bad Dragon. Let's see what they got here. Oh, they make shit to order too.
What is that?
Oh, these are actually kind of cool looking. Like
What does it look like?
Like the glass, like the glass toys. Like, have you seen the glass toys? Those are actually some of those are actually kind of pretty.
I did not, but this is an actual snake.
Oh, I know.
It's called the penis snake.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. That's not a real snake.
That's a real snake. It's a real snake.
Yeah.
Look, I'll show you another one. Hold on.
What country is that from?
I'm trying to. Let's see here. Yeah.
It doesn't look venomous. It looks like a constrictor.
I don't think it's venomous. I don't know. I mean, that would be so awesome if it was.
Oh man, it's like Australia. Like, evidently that's like venomous snake central, venomous like critter central, and but yeah, generally speaking, the rule is like the more colorful the animal, like the
more deadly.
The more deadly. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trip.
I'm going to shoot you a link in the private chat. You can check that out at your leisure.
This is so cool.
Like the glass toys, like those kind of make sense to me. I mean, it's cool. You can just like throw it in your dishwasher. But God forbid one of those things should get like a crack in it or something.
Dude, they do have some weird ass Geiger toys.
Do they? I'll be right back. I just gotta stir the soup I'm cooking and get a tea refill.
Oh my god, dude! Look at this thing. That's an H.R. Giger like sex toy. That's supposed to be an alien penis. That is so awesome, Chris. You want one of these? I'll order it. It's on me.
No, thank you. I'm good. No, thank you. Come up with some shit, dude. Jesus Christ.
Come on, dude. Stop it. You know you like all of this stuff. You probably got your fucking Google open right now trying to order it. This stuff is so cool. You know it. You know you want it.
So I'm planning on, I think probably within the next month we should be done with the new car.
Okay.
So I'm rolling on that. Oh, here you go with this shit. I'm so tired of looking at dildos.
Terry, come on. This is funny. This is hilarious. You just don't know anything. You like all stuck out there, like banging sex dolls, and you don't even know what's going on in the world. You and your wife over there having real sex. You don't even care.
I just think you've been quarantined too long. Stuck in your house.
That's what I was telling everybody though. Like, this quarantine shit isn't anything new to me. Like, this is me daily, dude. This isn't just stuck
you work
out
from home anyway, don't you?
Yeah, this is nothing, dude. Like, nothing at all. Like most people think this. Oh, this is so bad. Gotta show it.
You couldn't quarantine me at the house. I'd go fucking nuts.
Dude, you have got to see this. Like, this is the nastiest thing ever. So we got 7 different dildos here, right? So we got the this alien dildo right here. This nice alien dildo. Then we got this where you can actually have it in plain sight, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's a beautiful crucifix." But you turn it over. It's a dildo. And then you got this, and I don't even know what this is, dude. Like, that is crazy.
What?
And then this one, right? The red one, the big red one, where it's like it looks crazy.
That looks like that dude, that thing off of SpongeBob, the one with the pointy head. What's his name?
I don't know. Oh, Patrick. Yeah, this one right here. And then you got this one. I don't even know what that is either. That's a real person, like, as a dildo. Dude, that's something I'm gonna see if you can get like dildos made from actual people, like to look like actual people. Dude, your old lady with your head on a dildo, like your face. Like if we could get a dildo looking just like you, like with your likeness, that should be awesome. So Brian, I was showing him this holy dildo right here. Like it's the crucifix dildo where it looks, you can have it in plain sight and everybody's like, what a beautiful crucifix. And then you turn it over and it's a sex toy.
You know what? I think there was, there was something like that. There was a Ken Russell movie called Whore with Anthony Hopkins and I want to say Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about that, but in that he plays a priest who kills prostitutes. And he has like a dildo that has like a knife that comes out of it.
Oh God.
And
that was on they had something like that on it was the one with Brad Pitt. It was Seven. That's what it was. Yeah.
Really, that was in that? That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a great
Seven
movie.
Wasn't Brad Pitt.
That was Brad Pitt in Seven.
That was Brad Pitt. It was Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. You remember they had that one scene and I don't know what it was.
I thought it was Jim Carrey. Oh no, that was 27.
Totally different movie. But yeah, it was like it was a big blade and it was a dildo. It was crazy, and it impaled this chick or something like that, like in Seven.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, dude, you gotta check that out. I'm pretty sure it was Seven, like because they went to the crime scene. I think that was Lust.
What is your obsession with these dildos tonight?
Dude, I'm just saying. All right, we'll switch obsessions. Since Chris isn't secure enough in his manhood.
I was complaining about the bikini contest. So now you went from bikini contest to dildos.
All right, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Now,
have to get me over the counter.
He's scared to play the mud wrestling because he's going to get banned on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Right, but the dildos are okay. The crucifix dildo is okay. Now you see, you know, I'm a Christian. I'm a mellow Christian. Like I see something like that, and I'm just like, come on, dude. Like really, like it doesn't even make me mad. But I'm just kind of like, really? Oh, come on. I like to think God's got it. If anybody's got a sense of humor, God's got a sense of humor. Holy shit.
There's so much stuff I want to show you. I just can't because there's no way I'm able to get away with it.
It's too filthy. And here I thought we were going to come on tonight and talk about fucking state drama.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, dude. Oh, Chris. Oh my God, dude.
Oh shit.
I gotta show you this. This is crazy, son. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Dude, you need this. Like you really do. And you can keep it in plain sight. Like your old lady will never know like what's going on. She's just like, wow, Chris really likes football. Dude. Chris.
What is that?
Oh, come on. Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit more for you.
Oh, dear God.
Fleshlight make that? Is that a fleshlight option?
Yeah.
What?
I remember seeing an interview with the girl, the young lady that was the model for like the original Fleshlight, and she was like the super hot Spanish girl, and she was like, when I was a little girl, I asked my father, "What is this?" And he told me that my vagina is a gift from God. I was like, "Oh, baby, you're Vagina. You're so hot."
Chris, you know how you like to drink? Dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like,
let me find a better picture. That's not. They blocked out the good. Part.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Right. So it doesn't double as like a bottle and a sex toy. It's just a stealth thing.
sex toy is such a garbage term for it. I think. You know, like it's so low rent. Like I think we're better than that. You know, let's call it a pleasure mechanism.
There you go. See, they're not uptight about this shit. I swear, man. When I was a kid, I remember going through a train station in Germany, and they had glass booths that had advertised, had mannequins that were wearing clothes for all these different stores. Mm-hmm. One of these stores was Beate Uze. Beate Uze was this German lady who opened up a big chain of sex toy shops, right? And there was a mannequin inside this glass booth, dressed like in the latest like leather fetish gear, and laid out all across at the bottom cock rings, dildos, you name it, and everybody just walking by like, not giving a. They do not give a fuck over there. Don't even blink an eye, man.
They don't give a shit. Like they're more open about sex in other countries
than we are.
Yeah,
need to be more like that, man.
Yeah, but Chris, this is perfect, dude. Like you can put this on your liquor shelf. As soon as your old lady leaves, you could pop that thing out and just go to town on it. I mean, look at all the different textures you get inside, like all these different feelings you get.
I know. I have one glued under my desk, actually. Like sometimes when I'm on stream, you'll see me doing this.
That's so great. That's so bad. God, this show is such a gutter show. Shameless.
Oh, sorry. Aren't you just glad that you tuned in for this? It's educational. And hail Metal Movies and Brewskis. I fucking love that dude.
Or if you
everybody in the chat, hail. We love you.
Hail. Or if you like just straight up fuck Russia, you can.
Oh, that's interesting.
A Putin butt plug.
Wow. Why is he wearing a shirt though?
Yeah, I know, right?
When I was a kid, I remember the one that I thought like that just stuck in my head was the triple ripple butt plug.
What?
The triple ripple butt plug. Doesn't it roll off the tongue, right? The triple ripple. It was like I had an older brother, right? So any money that I had, like allowance money, that didn't go to like comic books and candy, and went to him so he could buy like smut for me. Hustler and that sort of thing. And then of course you'd always have like the advertisements of the sex toys and shit. And one of them was the triple ripple butt plug.
That's so awesome. I remember when me and Chris were growing up, and we went out. You remember, Chris, when we used to hang out when we were teenagers? Yeah. And we went out one night to Bourbon Street, and Chris got lost, right? And I'm like, where's Chris at? Like, Chris is, and me and my buddies were like, what happened to Chris? And we found him. Chris, you want to tell the rest of the story, or should I? I'll finish it. I got you. So.
Oh, you're going to enjoy this, aren't you?
So we were there, and Chris is getting banged by gutter punks for like a beer money. I'm like, Chris, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting us the beer for the night. Like he really took one for the team. Like literally took one for the team.
That was your team and a different Chris. So go ahead and finish your story.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, okay. So all right. So here's what we do. I'm gonna share my Bourbon Street story. You ready?
Go for
this
it.
Is the best one of all years. Since Bourbon Street shut down tonight, I'm gonna do a throwback. So right out of high school, we all went to Bourbon Street, right? And then like me and all my friends, and we're all on Bourbon Street, and there's this dude coming down the street, and he had combat boots on, a thong, and Mardi Gras beads. And
Sounds like Bourbon Street.
and my
No, seriously, that's Bourbon Street.
my friend Jerry says, like, bro, look at this, this freaking whatever he said he was, because I don't want to get his band on YouTube. So
yeah,
and I was like,
everything I just did is again his band.
like, so he's like, look at it, man, look at this fag, bro. I'm gonna whoop his ass, this and that. And I was like, whoa, man, hold up, bro, stop for a second. He goes, no, man, fuck this dude, this and that. I was like, listen to me. Anybody that has the balls to walk down the street with combat boots, a thong, and Mardi Gras beads on, I ain't messing with them. I said, and I'm going to tell you, and I said, I'm going to go one further. I said, you go mess with them. And if you get your ass whooped, you're always going to be known as the dude that got his ass whooped by he might not even be gay. You don't know. You're just assuming this.
Oh, yeah.
And even if he is gay, he's still a man. I can still whip your ass.
Yeah, like, bruh. I was like, people don't walk down the street looking like that for no reason. He's looking for trouble. I said,
oh my God, dude. I would love it if one of my friends got their asses whipped off dressed in a thong and cowboy boots.
Like, seriously?
They would never live that shit down, dude. Dude ain't he ain't bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's minding his business and walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Balls deep. However he wants to do it. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And I don't understand why some people feel the need to get so upset. Now think about this. Like, they have this thing called this naked bike ride they have in New Orleans, right? And people get outraged over it. I'm like, if you're so outraged over it, don't go to the French Quarter that day, right?
Exactly.
Stay away from it.
Exactly.
Like, okay, so you're like the guy like watching the porn, and you put your hand on your face. You're like, no, oh my God, no. You know, like, seriously, come on, man. Like, stay home. You don't have to participate in that. You know what I'm saying? You have nothing to do with that. You know. So if people want to act like that and they want to do things like that, I am perfectly 100. Like, think about this.
Hell yeah.
How in the hell is gay marriage such a big problem in America? Really?
I know.
Really?
I know.
Look, you know what gay people are doing for this world? It's population control. You know what I'm saying? They can't have kids anyway. You know, let them be. Why can't they get married? Why can't a guy walk down the street in thongs, combat boots, and Mardi Gras beads and not be messed with? Leave them alone.
And isn't this America where we're supposedly all about personal freedom? You know?
Exactly.
Well,
do what you like as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. So,
the thing is that
yoga pants
on Bourbon Street, all of that stuff's nobody gives a shit about any of that. Like, you can literally, there's women that go around naked on Bourbon Street with just paint on, you know, just body paint, and nobody cares, dude, you know, because everybody minds their own business. It's no big deal. And it's only when people come out of the sticks and they're like, that dude offends me. Or when tourists come down to New Orleans, that's when we have a problem. Like, but people from New Orleans don't give a shit. It's a big party, and nobody gives a shit as long as you're not fucking with their party.
There you go.
I'm saying.
There you go. I've never been. You know, I've heard that, you know, obviously great party town, best junk food in the world, supposedly. Yeah, what I always loved hearing was that, like, you'd be in a bar and, like, if you didn't finish your drink, they'd, like, pour it in a cup for you, and you could just, like, walk down the street just, like, drinking.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Honestly, you're right. The only thing you can have is a bottle. You know, you can't have a bottle, but Eddie likes this a lot better than all the dildos we're putting up.
What's another pirate treasure?
Here's my thing. My thing is that people are entitled to do whatever they want to do.
Peace out, Hex.
If they want to be gay,
night Hex.
I think that's what they call it, right? Is it gay nowadays, or is it something else? Homosexual?
LGBTQIA+.
whatever
Homosexual's
letters of the
okay. We can
alphabet
call
they
it
want to be.
homosexual. Yeah.
Like, I'm perfectly 100% fine with it. And honestly, I think the people that have the most problem with it are politicians. And whatever their problem is, 9 times out of 10, the guys that throw the biggest fit about it are usually the homosexuals.
Oh, dude,
Honestly.
dude.
They really are.
It's so often that it's like not even a joke. There was one guy that was like got caught in a gay club, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just went in there to use the bathroom." And I was like, "Yeah, you went in there to use the glory hole in the fucking bathroom, is what you did, motherfucker." Yeah. I mean, oh god,
Think about this. Now, I want you to think about something else. Think about the guys that are, say, detectives, police officers that have to investigate like child porn or like stupid shit like that. Like, you have to verify that that's child porn, right? So these people have to watch this shit. So they have to look at it. Okay. And they just had recently here in Louisiana, right there in Baton Rouge, that a guy that was a police officer got busted, watching child porn. And he was an investigator of child porn. Now, let's put this in perspective here, fellas. Seriously. That what you really have to think about is, even when you say like preachers are being are pedophiles, or the Boy Scouts or whatever, like, people seek these jobs, you know what I'm saying, to be in these positions and do these things. And we, as normal citizens that sit around and freely talk about it, like, we're the ones called weird because, we're watching. Oh, really? Yoga? This is yoga?
Dude, this is yoga. What is wrong with you? You homo?
There's breast man, butt man, leg man, taint man.
But here's the thing. Think about what I'm saying. The people in these positions, like, do you find it ironic? Like, they get caught doing these things? Like, seriously, come on, man.
Not even a little bit.
Well, they had a. You remember, like, in I think it was 2005, 2004, or something like that. They had a crime reporter that got busted with child pornography, and he also got busted like trying to solicit. He got busted soliciting children to have sex with him, like gutter punks, and they locked that fucker up. and that's good too, because I got to tell you, like, that is the most disgusting thing, distasteful thing I've ever. And like, they've recently uncovered that Twitter is actually kind of friendly to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they allow the solicitation of that. They allow people to talk freely about it on Twitter, and that is something I can't get behind.
Sickening.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that, and this is the thing I think about the government. You ever notice the government says, when they say, it's like right now with coronavirus, they talk about, we're fighting the invisible enemy, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, do you realize, like, everything that y'all wage war against, you lose? Like, we wage war against poverty. You know how many how many homeless people I see in New Orleans, like, on the corner? Like, literally,
war against drugs.
Or the war on drugs. Like, really, you are losing that battle, homie. Like, y'all are not winning that.
They're not supposed to win that battle.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's think about this.
It's all pretext.
They're doing it again. So now, all of a sudden, we got coronavirus, and they're waging war against coronavirus, the invisible enemy. Like, seriously? Not like when people die, like, Hillary Clinton's come, like, can you believe it? Donald Trump died from coronavirus. I mean, honestly, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's complete bullshit. All of it's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's why I can't even sit around and watch the news anymore. I watch it, and it's comical. I would rather, like, Alex Jones makes more sense to me than watching the regular fucking news, and it's sad.
It's like wrestling. Sad. It's like wrestling.
I don't trust anything in the news.
No, of course not, and you're right not to, because it's all agenda driven, and you don't know. It's like wrestling. You don't know what's true and what's not. They gaslight the fuck out of you and make you question reality. That's part of it. Is this more yoga? It must be.
Yeah, we got to do yoga. I'm actually very health conscious.
I am too. You know what I've been doing, man? During this, I've been doing like the iron rings workout. Bruises and shit all over my arms and my hands. Shit's manly. I mean, like you feel like a man when you're
the
doing
iron
those.
rings. I don't understand what that is.
I'll bust those out. I'll show you. Oh man. Yeah, baby.
This is yoga. I have like this is not something that you're supposed to ogle.
Right. Yoga is supposedly fucking badass, man. It's supposedly really, really good for you. You know that guy, Diamond Dallas Page? He does DDP yoga. It's like a man's yoga.
Yeah, we're talking about that because I'm a big Jake the Snake fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Diamond, there's a documentary about Jake the Snake called The Rebirth of the Snake or something like that.
Yep.
And yeah, it's awesome, dude. Like you got to really check that out because Diamond Dallas, like Jake is addicted to crack and he's an alcoholic and he's all this other stuff and the fucker's dying in his house in the middle of nowhere. And Diamond comes there, picks his ass out of there and brings him to his house and rehabilitates him, And after they get Jake somewhat under control, he goes and gets
Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Who everybody thought I and everybody else was like, that dude's dead, man.
Oh, it was worse. Yeah, he was fucking horribly bad.
Yeah,
he was in a wheelchair. Yeah.
Couldn't move.
No.
Fucking DDP gets these guys off drugs, gives them their bodies back so they're not in constant pain, because that's why they turned into drug addicts in the first place.
Yeah.
And man, he's like the closest thing we have to an honest to goodness saint. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I'm telling you, man, there's that one video where you see this guy transforming himself like this vet that his body's was all fucked up, I think from parachuting, right? From hitting the ground real hard.
I remember that. I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh man, I cried like a little bitch after I saw that, man. Cried like a little bitch. Fucking DDP's a fucking saint, man.
He is. He's badass.
Yeah, he is.
I really do.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I'll bust out those kung fu rings.
What was that? I'm sorry. What were you saying, Chris? You were saying something?
What are y'all talking about?
What's that? What are we talking about?
We're talking about Hulk Hogan, damn it. Right?
See, sedentary motherfuckers like us, like guys that spend a lot of time sitting at a desk, it's good to have shit that you can do while you're sitting. These are kung fu rings.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought you just like bracelets.
Nope. No. Just do this a lot.
Get out of here. That's awesome. That's probably good for building up the body strength. Yeah. Honestly, you know what I do?
Yeah,
every morning? Awesome. I take a shower, and while I'm in the bathroom, push-ups.
Push-ups are good. Push-ups are great too. Push-ups are great too. Standing push-ups.
I'm a firm believer that you have to sweat if you're going to actually work out. If you're not sweating, you're not doing anything.
I get up and go to work every day.
Oh, whatever, Chris. You and your job. You're in your manual labor.
I'm going to sit behind a desk.
I know what you do, Chris.
If you're going around and moving all day, that's fine.
Chris doesn't want to say it, but he's a yoga instructor.
Taint. I'm seeing taint.
This chick here is not a yoga instructor. This chick here is a vagina like flaunter.
Jesus Christ, you,
Like,
you can make anything dirty. I swear to God,
every-
you can make
really,
anything
dude.
dirty.
Every move is like, look at my ass and look at the JJ.
That's what you.
Everyone-
See, that's what you see.
I see
Preston,
something
Preston and
beautiful.
I,
Chris.
See, look at it. Look at
educational
it. Look,
material.
she even had to turn towards the
just don't
camera.
get
Dirty
you,
mind,
dude. Like,
man. That's your
oh my
dirty
God.
mind.
Yeah, you're just bringing it to a whole new place. Like all I see is this beautiful demonstration of yoga. You know,
This is
like
not yoga. No, if it was yoga, she'd be wearing yoga pants.
This
There's
is
no pants.
God.
yeah, but this is more freeing than yoga pants.
No,
I
she's
mean,
in her-
Chris, come on, open
in
your
her-
mind a little bit.
She's in her drawers.
That is not. That's a bikini. You're so close-minded.
exercise.
Jesus.
To be actually, the way to do this would be to just butt naked. So if anything, she's showing like tremendous modesty.
It wouldn't be the same.
Absolutely.
No, you got to leave some things for the imagination. So butt naked wouldn't work. Now,
My
look, now she's
imagination
trying
is
to-
good enough. I'll have you know.
Look, now she's thinking about. Thank you for looking at my vagina. Thank you. Yes, this has been such a great video. And next video, I'm going to show more of my vagina so all of y'all can just stare at it. Because I sit at home all day, and my husband obviously makes money. But never mind, it's off. She's done.
I just don't get you, Chris. Like you can't appreciate the simple things in life. I don't know. Oh my God. Like,
Nothing's innocent.
and you know that poor woman has 42,000 subs. You know, that's sub to her
Because they're
channel.
looking at her vagina. That's
I
wow.
wasn't looking at vagina, man. I wasn't. I was looking at taint. That's what I was checking out.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
I love
Taint.
this taint.
I just don't even know what to do. Like to think of you guys.
I
Like,
just have a
Ain't that-
subscription to taint.
Ain't that like the never mind. I gotta get another drink. I'll be right back.
Poor Chris. He just can't win, man. He can't win on this stream. Holy shit.
I mean, where'd he go? He left.
He went to like get a refill or take a piss or something. Rock a piss.
Like this is stuff that people should know. I'm doing a public service, and if
I
you're
know.
overweight
No.
and you need, I just don't know, dude.
Some
Like,
people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it. Is this her again?
who's that? Oh, I never even noticed the face. Like, I'm just like the technique is all that I really care about.
Little,
You lying.
a little
Is that
thoughtish.
her again?
A little thoughtish.
Is that the same one?
I have no idea. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
here we go. Look, it's like, okay, here's my ass. Look, I can do a split. I'm gonna show all of y'all how to do a split, knowing that fucking 90% of America can't do 95% of America can't do a fucking split.
Van
Man,
Damme could do it, but
all you're doing is teaching some ugly chick how to do this shit. Her husband's gonna come home and go, "Oh my God, what the hell? Look at this." Look, it's just, I don't know.
You're stroking your
that's-
wanker while you watching.
How many subscribers does this one have?
42,000. I told you.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same chick.
Oh, I don't know. I don't look at
man.
faces.
we gotta get her
I'm
numbers
waiting
up,
to see
man.
if her technique is the
Look,
same.
look at me. It's like, I'm
You're so
telling
gay.
you,
You're a homo.
Good Lord.
Swear to God.
No, I just think it's.
He's
fucking-
blushing too. Look at Chris is blushing.
I just no. Some of these women. Look, it just fucking trips me out. Like really, like this is not yoga. Normal people can't do this shit.
What are you talking about? Brian
They
can
can't
do it.
do this. Nothing. Like nothing does. They can't do it.
I could do a little
Nobody-
bit of hungar. I could do a little bit of
Listen to me.
Qigong. I could
Everything that she's doing. Listen to me. Everything that she's doing. Look. You see what that bitch is doing? People can't do that shit.
Heather can do it.
No. 90% of America cannot do
Well, you
that.
have to, no,
all right?
but you have to
And
work
then
up
he
to
did
it.
do
That's
it.
the point. That's the point. She's an advanced practitioner. She's showing you the potential of yoga. This
No,
is
she's showing you her ass and her pussy. That's what she's doing.
You
That's
bring,
the only thing
dude,
she's doing.
you
Oh,
can bring
man.
anything to the
What?
gutter, can't you?
Gutter,
You can't
man.
just throw everything into the garbage, huh? Oh my
She has
God.
nothing better to do
You're
with
such
her
a bottom feeder.
I'm just telling you, dude.
Mine is constantly in the gutter, man.
Okay, let's do this. Next time, Brian, when you wake up in the morning, I want you to duplicate everything this chick's doing, except I want you to do it in your underwear, so Chris can watch that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fucking puke.
Nobody needs to see that shit. Nobody needs to see that shit. Seriously.
I think Chris would rather watch that.
I've always felt bad for my girlfriends because it can't be a great treat being in bed with me. Let me tell you.
I felt the same way, actually.
it's like how are guys gay?
No
Shit, how are women straight? Oh, Conquest Comics, good to see you, Justin. She got a nice bottle. Sure. You don't know that. You didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like there's nothing dirty being shown here.
Nothing.
I mean,
I can do that. I can touch my toes. I can do that one.
Chris would rather look at the dildos we had up earlier.
No, I would not. No. I'd much rather watch this bitch try to show everybody her ass.
Jesus Christ, dude, you throw that B word around like crazy.
I know. It's like you don't know. She could be like a really nice person.
Yeah, it's all about the personality.
It's all about the personality, man. Who wants what good is a really hot looking chick if she's a fucking bitch?
Here it comes. Look. See? Another
let me get this off. Hold on, wait.
There it goes. It's every other stretch is look at me. I spread my legs once again. Just
smack that.
Only you can make that sound like a bad thing.
Man. Even fucking normal people can't do that shit, man. I'm telling you now, man. Fucking.
Well, also she's a woman. Women are more flexible than we guys are, so they've got that advantage.
Look, if I did that shit, I'm going to the hospital afterwards.
Yeah, man.
Trust me when I say this. You were never meant to do any of that.
No.
And please don't try.
Don't try.
Especially not in a thong, right?
Oh God.
Definitely not in a thong.
Because something's flopping out. Like it's a fucking disaster.
As my UK brothers would say, meat and veg.
Could you see a guy doing this shit like every other fucking movie? He's like, oh, sorry about that. There's an accident.
Yeah.
That's called Downward Dog, I think. Is that right, Brian?
The only ones I know the name of are like The Wheel and see, I've actually tried some of these. I do have like a yoga instructional DVD, and there was actually I took like one yoga class, and it is really interesting. It's not just about flexibility. You also can build some pretty sick strength.
Well, when I was younger, I used to take yoga. Like when I used to do, try to do bodybuilding and shit like that.
That's good.
And martial arts. In martial arts, we had to do a lot of. It wasn't yoga. They called it Shaolin techniques. Because it was still downward dog. They just called it Shaolin push-ups.
Very similar stuff, man. Because remember, there's only a certain number of ways that the human body can move. And like Qigong, for instance, that's
Qigong? Is that
Qigong? Qigong, the breathing exercises, right? Where you like chi up, you inhale through your nostrils, you breathe like real deep into your, rather than breathing up here the way that Western people do, you breathe like down in your gut, from your diaphragm, taint, and I just want to take an egg and just go. Actually, back in the in New York City punk scene, there was a band called The Voluptuous Horror of Karen Black, and Kemper Fowler was this really hot chick who would do a split like that at one point in the show, and her husband, this Japanese cat named Samoa, would take paint-filled eggs and just go and just smash them on her taint.
Me and Chris used to do something like that. Except
really?
Chris would he would dress in like these man shorts or something like that. What do they call it?
Who's your friend Chris that you keep talking about?
Chris Gable. So anyway, so while Chris is doing all these crazy positions, I would shoot him with a paintball gun.
Oh man. That shit stinks too, man. Those motherfuckers will leave a welt.
You ever
So
went
that's
paintballing?
hardcore.
We used to go paintballing. Well, I used to go paintballing, and that I wouldn't wear anything but a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And those fuckers used to come at you at 275 miles per hour, dude. Yeah. But they made people stop bringing their own paintballs because some people tried to freeze them. And other people and other people were injecting them with battery acid.
What?
So, yeah, dude, it was fucked up. So after that, you had to buy it from from them. Yeah.
What kind of sick?
People could be mean, dude. Like really fucked up.
Preston.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the paintball place whenever people shot you with paintball acid or frozen ones?
No, I never. But
no, you want to know why you didn't? You want to know why you didn't? It's called capitalism. It's called, hey, let's put this shit out there. That way we can sell these fuckers our own paintballs.
It probably, I mean, it probably is. But I can tell you right now, like,
how many people have you met? How many people have you ever met that got shot with that battery acid filled paintball?
Well, none, because you're not allowed to bring them from your house.
Well, I mean, look, I remember like back when I was a kid.
Let me put it this way: like, never put it past anybody to do sick shit like that. I'm telling you, never.
Well, usually when you go to the paintball place, you're going with people that you know. You know?
No, not these. No, that's not true. You act like it's just you and your friends that are going. No, dude. Anybody can go, and it's one big group that goes into the arena. That means you, a bunch of strangers, and all that kind of shit. You know, and some people just want to hurt you. You know,
sick bastards.
I know if I own a paintball place, I want everybody buying my balls and not bringing me along.
Can you say that again? I'm definitely making a clip of that, dude. You ain't got to. It's already recorded. That's going to be my ringtone. I want people buying my balls.
Buying them.
I'll put that shit on repeat. The next rockabilly video I do is going to be you saying, "I want people buying my balls."
How's Rockabilly doing, by the way? Have you sent that shit to? When are we going to see that? When are we going to see the actual print book?
Oh, the proof's coming in. I sent out a general. Did you back Road Trip?
Yeah.
Did you get the email yet? Because I made an update and sent it out.
Let me see. I don't know. It
might be going out tomorrow. I don't know, but I put it in today.
Okay. So, I don't know. I don't always check updates.
See, that's why you don't know.
Update number 8 from Rockabilly Road Trip. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep everybody in the loop. I just did an interview with Bleeding Fool, about
nice.
Doc Salem and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Bleeding Fool, so I think I asked. But they, what's fun, dude? Like they, I went to the website to go check them out, and they had an article about Jim Starlin, Yeah. And Jim Starlin's putting out a book called Dreadstar Returns.
Yeah.
And he's doing everything in it, but I think he had somebody handling up on some inks. Dude, I had to back that.
Jim Starlin? Jesus, man.
Because he's not going to be around much longer, dude. And from what I know, like, this is going to be a really limited thing, dude. I'm a huge Dreadstar fan, so I was like,
I remember it from back in the day, man.
Yeah, I got the whole collection. I got his first appearance, all that shit, dude. Like, Dreadstar is my jam, son. Yeah.
When I read, like, oh god, what the hell was the name of it? It was like a history of Marvel. I'm trying to remember the name of the book. But it was like this is like one of the. It was I think it was like the first like definitive history of like of Marvel Comics, and when it got to the 70s, and you started getting to people like Starlin. When I found out that he used to like drop a lot of acid, I was like, "Oh wow, I'm really shocked."
Oh, you couldn't tell by us. That's one thing I have to say, dude. Yeah,
he created the Marvel cosmic universe. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the shit, dude. Like,
yeah, man.
Jim Starlin's like the man. Like I'll follow him no matter what he does. Like when he put out Breed, I was like, dude, Breed is the shit. Saying, like,
he's fantastic. He's fantastic.
His art style is dated, but you kind of don't mind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's like you looked at like Kirby's work.
Bad balance.
Kirby's work was felt dated even in the 70s, right? Towards the end of the 70s, like when he was doing shit for Marvel, like the Eternals and Machine Man, and then of course you had Buscema. He created like the house look. After, there was like a certain house style that they always had. So it went from like Kirby to Buscema, if I'm not mistaken. And Buscema, of course, was the shit. But then his stuff started to look a little dated. But, great art is still great art. You look at great Jack Kirby stuff. You look at great John Buscema shit. It still looks awesome. And that's okay, and it's very rare they have artists that don't age or that their work doesn't age. You could say that about Bernie, for instance. You could say that about Frazetta. Like their shit's never going to be dated.
Did you know, like, if you put mofo in anything on this chat, like, it doesn't let it go through? It considers it spam.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Shit.
Yeah, that's the second time it rejected it because it had mofo in it. And I'm like, that's fucking weird.
I've been on chats where like some of the mods have tried pimping Six Gun Gorilla, and it won't let them write the word gun.
Really? That's crazy, dude. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, I couldn't figure it out the first time, but it says YouTube rejected your comment. That usually means they think it's spam. So it says try changing it a bit. So I didn't pay attention to it. And this is the second time during the same vid that I was like, I put mofo in there and it rejected it again. But then I changed out mofo and it let it go. That is so weird.
There was a great fanzine called Badass Mofo.
Yeah.
They got all their t-shirts.
You know what's funny? Chris is frozen.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's frozen. That's so funny. Chris?
he's like he'll
be back
at the end of Police Squad.
That's crazy.
Oh man, oh fuck, man. Yesterday when I was watching you on Micah's stream and I was checking out some of the art for the book that you're doing for him, I was like, oh god damn.
That's going to be interesting because I really like working on it. And because I get to draw a lot of shit, like a lot of cool, like gory and stuff like that.
Sword and
there's so many
shit,
good projects coming out. Like I was talking to the guys who are doing Super Dead, and I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" Zerst. And
down for that.
Like they're doing a cool ass book too, and I was like, dude, I think like if you guys let me, I'd like to do a painted cover. Of course you'd have to hire me, but
right,
because that sounds like something I'd like to play with.
Absolutely.
Fucking dead superhero. What are you kidding me? And so that might be something. Right now, I got to do Ed's book, like his his cover for his Sovereign Wolf, and I really like that. Like that looks fucking amazing, dude. Like all of this shit is just adding up to us just winning this war because it's a war.
Yeah, it does. But it was crazy yesterday because I was just like, oh shit, like Preston's killing like the sword and sorcery stuff. I gotta have him do Slayers. And wait, oh man, he can do werewolves. I gotta have him do my werewolf book.
Yeah. There was only more of me, right?
Exactly. We gotta clone you, bro. We gotta clone you.
But I really like doing all that stuff.
What's up?
And
don't clone them. That's a mistake.
Yeah, Chris, like, don't fucking do that.
No, we just gotta get him on speed so he can work like
Chris is like rockabilly first.
Well, yeah, well, and dude, when you're like I'm doing Six Gun next, I was like, you're doing Six Gun next? Is that actually going to be next?
Well,
time?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if everything works out, like, I mean, of course, you'd have to reach whatever goal you got to reach so we can get to that. But
most definitely,
yeah. But I mean, right now, I got things scheduled in my head to where I'm going to do like I'm going to finish Salem. I ain't got much to do on that to go and finish penciling and inking it.
Can't wait.
And then I need to get Chris to learn how to do that. And Chris, you frozen again? Chris is frozen again.
God damn it.
And so yeah, like I got everything scheduled out. Like so after Micah's is only going to be 40 pages. So knocking that out is going to be a problem for book one. Now I think Micah's going to go ahead and do another Inglewood or something like that, and then he's got another project in mind. But while that's on hiatus, I'm gonna go ahead and do like Jump the Six Gun and do another Doc Salem and do another Rockabilly Road Trip, because Rockabilly Road Trip's halfway finished. And then there's always the other project that I'm releasing that I already have an issue done, another issue and a half. But what I'm probably going to do,
I got a little preview of.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm probably going to do is like do some work on that script and just re-release the whole thing, and maybe even get another artist to go ahead and do a lot of the ink and pencils for it. You know,
that's great.
And, yeah. That way I can go ahead and work on other stuff while that's being done, because honestly, I don't know if I want to work on that one. Okay. But I like the concept, and I like the writing process of it. You know, like it's fun for me to write that story, but I don't know if I really want to illustrate it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Starlin didn't illustrate a lot of stuff. He was just a writer for a long time, which I thought was a mistake. Same thing with Matt Wagner. You know, I mean, Matt Wagner is a terrific writer, but it's just like when he writes and then illustrates his own stuff, it's, you know, there's something special.
Wagner is one of my favorites whenever he does anything. Like what he did for a long time was he would write and then he would paint a backup story for Grendel, you know, which was amazing, because that Grendel Warchild backup story, dude, that shit was amazing, dude.
Loved it.
I didn't want to collect each individual book, because the only reason I really collected any of those series, because it all showed up in the prologues of an arc. You know what I'm saying? Of another story with another artist. Right. But I could care less about half of those. All I really wanted was the Grendel Warchild story arc. So what I did was I went ahead and I got the collected version, where it's in a TPB, and that was fucking amazing, dude. Like that's definitely
TPBs are the shit. I mean, you know, I was one of those guys that always collected comics so I could read them. You know, not to like collect them to have them. I mean, some stuff, you know, but for the most part, you know, I just wanted to be able to read the stories. And trade paperbacks, man, it's so convenient being able to just like put that on your shelf, take it off your shelf, no fucking Mylar snugs and all that other bullshit. But like do you find like is it disorienting, or does it like or is it refreshing jumping from like one book that's one genre and then jumping into another book that's like another genre, like going from like Sworded Sorcery to like Western to like science fiction, or because you're all over the place, brother. You're like
I like doing all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't mind jumping around because it keeps everything fresh. Yeah.
Right.
I'll be honest, like right now I'm in Doc Salem mode, so I want to illustrate as much Doc Salem as possible, and I have plans for each issue, you know. So I want to if possible, I would like to just go ahead, if I could do this, I want to do maybe a page of Doc Salem and a page of another book a day, you know. That way I can justify, like I can make money while working on both. You see, like, you know, get paid for that page and then also get some work done on Doc Salem. But in Road Trip, like I really want to get the next issue of Road Trip out, but also like eventually I would like to go ahead and let that be self-sustaining too. You know?
Right.
So
right.
because that way I like the Ty McFarlane, like, you know, philosophy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like get other people to do it. That way you don't have that stress on you, you know,
right.
But you're still involved. Like you're still writing, or every now and then you drop in and do a cover or do an issue and then drop out, you know.
That's very cool. I think that's a sound business plan. And if it works for you creatively, by all means, go for it. It's, you know, I know as a writer, sometimes jumping from project to project, you know, it's not an easy task. Like plotting is one thing, but actually scripting, I can't work on more than like one script at a time. Like the script that I sent you for a Six Gun, that's just for you to look over. I'm gonna have to look over it again, and because I've written like the entire first 10-issue arc, but I finished it about like 4 or 5 years ago, right? So I got to go back over these scripts and make sure that that they're good and that they read easy, and I'm not asking you to like draw shit that that can't be drawn. Although I'm pretty good at that sort of a thing.
Well, no, it's fine because I can figure just about anything out when it comes to comics. Like I don't have a limit to what I can do in comics. Like I've
noticed that
there's there's always a way to figure something out.
But at the same time, when you're a writer, you want to play to your artist's strengths.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. Absolutely. Like I'm not denying that. That's something that, well, like you were telling somebody else, like you have to trust your artist,
Absolutely.
And you can put all the detail you want into that script about the scenery, how the panels should lay out, but you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the artist that sees how everything's going to flow when it comes to telling a story like that. Does she think she has a penis?
I don't know. Grinding?
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind jumping around. Like, I do realize, right? I got approached by somebody else to do some more work. Good. So yeah, my dance card's getting filled up pretty quick. So I gotta
That's why when you said like I'm doing Six Gun next, I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I gotta schedule everything. Like if I'm doing like the bills will get paid. Well, actually I can't say that because with Doc Salem getting overfunded, like it's almost at 200%, which is great because
it needs to do better though.
Yeah, it does. But I understand that that's going to be a slow burn too. Like when I was talking about Vinny, like lead by example, the way Vinny does his work is he knew, well, his first couple of campaigns weren't super successful. You know what I'm saying? They were successful, but they weren't like where he's at now. Like where he's at now, he's hitting $20,000 and $30,000. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
A year ago, he was hitting $3,000, $4,000, and that was good enough. But it was a slow burn for him because people had to trust him. They had to see what he could do, after seeing what he can do on War Campaign and all these other channels. Like people were like, yeah, okay, Vinny's the real deal, and I understand that. That's why I'm not concerned. Right. Like there's no jealousy here, dude.
Oh, dude.
Like you make money, Vinny makes money, Drew kills it on the first day and hits $5,000. I don't care because all that makes me look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm running with a good crowd.
You know what? You're running with a crowd that genuinely likes to see their friends do well.
That's what I was telling Micah. Like Micah could easily make Micah's show all about Micah and Inglewood in 3 nights and 4 days. And that's it. Like only to promote him. And that's it. Vinny too. Vinny could do the same exact thing. But Micah mostly, because Micah's got a bigger following. He's got 19,000 people that follow him, subscribe to him. If he gets half of those people to put up $1 on a campaign, he's already ahead of the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, so those guys don't have to go ahead and push or promote any other CG project but their own, but they do, So when I'm looking up to people, those are the people I'm looking up to because they're like, no, this isn't about me. This is about CG. And anybody who's in CG gets on my channel, and anybody who's in CG, I'm going to push, I'm going to promote, because I'm not going to be the only one that's going to be successful here. This isn't the Micah show. This is the CG show.
Exactly.
So,
and that's what I love about this community, dude. That's what I love about this community that we got. Everybody's into giving everybody else a hand up. It's a microcosm of the way the world should be, which is all for one for all.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying. Like like all the drama that's going on right now, people are focusing on the wrong thing, dude. No fans want to come from the nobody who's a fan of the mainstream now wants to get thrown into this hornet's nest.
Dude, I'm genuinely thinking like, oh shit, are we headed for another schism? Like this layer brouhaha is like, I think is like that bad.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, I'm starting to like sense like some simmering resentment.
Yeah, you guys, that's what I keep telling everybody. Like, you guys are, Tug was saying it for a while too. Like, you guys are focusing on the wrong shit, dude.
Yes.
We got a golden opportunity, and if we don't take advantage of it, you know, that's what I was saying. Like, fucking work harder. This isn't about drama. You work harder because we need to get that shit out there. You know?
Bust your ass right now, because you know what? If we fuck this up, then we're just as stupid as the people in the mainstream.
Absolutely. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't get involved in that, and I'm not going to push it or like it or anything. You know, as far as I'm concerned, if it shows up in my feed, I'm going to ignore it. You know, nothing against anybody involved. I don't have any resentment towards any of those people, but I'm not going to be part of it. And I'm not going to promote it. You know?
No, me neither. And my attitude is that, you know, like, hey, I'm fucking Switzerland here. You know, if you want to like squabble over stupid shit, squabble over stupid shit. But you know what sucks is this happened in the longsword club that I belonged in. People started squabbling over stupid shit, and I was just like, I'm not getting involved. I'm not taking sides because this is retarded. What you people are like fighting over.
Yeah,
and then everybody ended up hating me.
Well, here's the thing: this should all be handled in private.
Exactly.
Not publicly.
Exactly.
You know, the fan base doesn't need to get involved. You know, and that's all there is to it.
Get off on that shit. Some people are shit stirrers, and then there are people that like the aroma is shit, I guess, and drama. Drama gets clicks. It's a dark side of human nature. It's
well, I've noticed a bunch of Doug's people are coming in to push it even further.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. You know why? Like I always say, whenever there's any infighting, whenever somebody in CG attacks somebody else in CG, a dirtworm gets its wings.
Absolutely. And I've seen them. I've seen these bogus accounts come up, and they're just like pushing people's buttons. I was like, are you people really just stupid, dude? Are you really going to buy into this?
You're gonna fall for this shit?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
that's why when shit like this goes down, if anything, we need to close ranks and circle the wagons and show real solidarity. And people could disagree. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but you know what? It's even better than that, because we can go into a secret Twitter chat, open it up, put all the people involved into it, and let them hash it out.
That's true.
It doesn't have to go public. You know, you guys are doing the wrong thing, dude.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's it's disheartening. And we got to keep this thing going. We play the long game, damn it. I'm hoping to be this for like, I'm not just thinking like, the rest of the year. I'm thinking, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, I got a lot of books I want to do. I got a sword and sorcery book I want to do. I got a werewolf book I want to do. I got like a post-nuke Mad Max kind of a thing I want to do. That's like kind of like also a little bit of a satire. I got all these different genres, man. Oh, that's a cute dog.
Things are about to go off the hook now.
Who's that?
Hey, Chris, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What are you wearing?
No.
Hey, Chris.
My phone went dead a while ago, so I'm sitting on the front porch because I got the lights on.
Yeah.
Had to charge that sumbitch up.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until it got to 1%.
Chris, Brian wants you to take your shirt off.
That's Preston, not me.
Slowly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to scare the audience.
I think we're gonna have to end the stream, Chris. Like, it's getting late.
It is.
Yeah.
Chris made me promise that we wouldn't go past an hour.
Like, I could have watched a good Italian horror exploitation movie in this time. But it has been fun and most importantly, educational.
Educational. Everybody do yoga.
Everybody.
You got anything to say, Chris, before we sign up?
Everybody don't do yoga. Or if you're gonna do it, don't do videos and put it on YouTube. Just keep it to yourself. Some things are better off left alone.
Honestly, I didn't know
Leave it
Brian
to
was
the
going to jump
professionals.
into the feed, but if I did, I would have put up his 6-gun gorilla link.
Oh, forget about it, bro. It's all good.
Next time I'll hook you up. Give me a heads up next time if you're going to be in here, and I'll set it up for you.
No worries. You should pimp Doc Salem real quick though before.
Oh, it's in the description. Anybody who wants to go ahead and check out Doc Salem. Doc Salem's got a few days to go, and it could use your support.
And also, don't forget to check out Rockabilly Road Trip, baby.
That's right. And my boy Chris is the builder of the Devil Driver. He doesn't say that because he's embarrassed.
And why would you be embarrassed of building the fucking Devil Driver? Like, those are boss wheels. If I ever seen boss wheels.
Yeah.
No, wait till you see the new one.
Oh, can't wait.
No, the new car. Listen to me. The new car, when we're done with it,
yeah,
you're gonna see something totally different because we're gonna go out and terrorize the public with this car. We're gonna have so much fun.
Is it gonna have shocks this time?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So you're actually gonna be able to
car,
drive this thing. This thing's gonna be like road ready.
Yeah, the other car was more of a just kind of a race car style, like dragster. Like it wasn't built to drive. This car here, like we can get in it and drive it to Mississippi if we wanted to, because it's gonna be a road car. It's gonna be a drive car. So yeah, it's gonna be badass.
And also, I want everybody to be aware. Chris christens each car he builds with his penis.
Question is, if you guys drive this thing to obviously this convention season's fucked, but next convention season, if I meet up with you guys, can I do donuts in the Devil Driver?
Probably not.
Hey, I think that make a good video, man. I mean, shit. Last time we ran it off in the ditch. I mean, why not?
My favorite part of that video is when Preston looks over his shoulder, and the camera catches him, and he's got this big grin on his face.
That was awesome.
Dude, I was like down the street, and when I seen it happen, I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "Oh man,
I could have been a lot worse, man." When it was headed towards those people for just a split second,
you couldn't hear it, but they yelled they were like, because that was Jesse. That was the writer of Road Trip dressed as the Chainsaw Wielder Maniac.
Yeah.
Because Brian couldn't show up. Or he had to leave early or something like that.
Right.
Well, and Brian was in the beginning part of it.
Yeah, he was in the beginning. So the director was like, okay, I'm going to tell you when to go ahead and jump. And he's standing right next to Jesse, And the car came they misjudged the distance big time. And then the tires got caught. And they were like, move out of the way.
Could you imagine getting hit by that fucking thing?
Dude, yeah, we got a tetanus shot.
Yeah. It was nuts, dude, but it was so much fun. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we start doing the webisodes, I want to include that in one of the campaigns where you can buy your way onto the set.
That's awesome.
And be part of one of the webisodes. But yeah, dude. So back 6-Gun Gorilla on IGG. I think it's in demand right now. Is that right?
No, it's still. I think maybe about 14 days left in the campaign.
Really? Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, because I extended it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So check out 6-Gun. Check out Doc Salem. Check out Rockabilly Road Trip. Both Rockabilly Road Trip and Doc Salem's links are in the description. And if you like what you've seen tonight, hit me a subscribe and a like, and you're good to go. All right.
It's been a pleasure. Peace out, everybody. CG for life.
Later.
Peace.